Yeah. But I was staying in Cornhill, and I can't really remember what was going on, but all I know is like we was just talking, and we started. And you was, oh, as a matter of fact, you was like, "Come on, let's start walking," because I think that the two young ladies, was like you seen them before I seen them. So you like, "Come on, let's start walking." So we start walking. They coming behind us, and they like having, they like chattering with each other. And I don't know what they were saying, but I know that it was like they was laughing, like like kind of
Like
like,
laughing at us?
yeah, like. And so I don't know what they intentions was, but it was like this little space. It was like we was walking by, and it was like this little space, and you did like you did like this, and you didn't even warn me that that's what you was doing. You did like this, and then you got down, and they walked past, and then you came back. I still kept walking, and then when they
So the girls were still behind you?
yes, and they still kept so no, that's not what happened. When you stopped, I stopped to see what you was doing, and then they went by, and you came back out. You was like, yeah, you got to be mindful about your surroundings, and you were saying, basically just telling me like about people. So then, as we were walking, you showed me. You was like, look up there, and it was like a mansion. Hold on. It was like a mansion that was like sitting up on a hill, and you was like, that's where you gotta go. You gotta look up there. And I'm like, I never seen that. I never noticed that. Like, I've been living here for years. I never seen that over there. And then Dax had pulled up. I don't know what he said. I know he said something that was like profound. I wish I could remember what he said, but he said something, and then we just continue to just start walking. And I just thought that was just like so many different things in that dream that was like important. Like the girls, they like chattering behind my back, and then you basically like showing me like you got to be quiet. Like you gotta be quiet. Like you gotta be alert. And sometimes you gotta just let people just pass by. Like I was just trying to figure the whole dream out. Like that whole day, I was like, you know what? I gotta call him. I gotta tell him about this, because if I don't tell him, I need him to know that he is heavily protected, because that was like a very powerful dream. Like it was very powerful. And I was like, yo, whatever he doing, I want to know what he doing, because I want a piece of that. I want to be able to be at that height where I'm not letting things get to me. Like I know how to cover myself. And that's what you did. You literally got in this space, and it was like when you got in there, it was like you was covered. And I was like what is he doing? And they had walked by. And I probably I would have just kept walking and just kept letting them just chatter. In the real waking world, I probably would have just kept letting them do that. But it was definitely
I think that was one of the times me and Big Boom wasn't so.
who was that?
Billy.
Billy? Y'all wasn't.
Yeah.
When did y'all start talking?
We started back somewhere. 2022. Oh, when I was doing the podcast. Whenever I started doing the podcast, because I brought him on the episode.
Okay.
But when you told me that dream, that was around that time. But I was heavy. I was really like.
Yeah.
I still am though. Like,
Yeah.
I'm being high. Like, I don't drink. I've been stopped smoking.
Yeah. It inspired me though. It did. It really inspired me, because, like, I'm more Christian based. That's what I was raised. And then when I started to, like, study how Muslims operate as far as prayer, I still pray 5 times a day though. Like I have my alarm set different times, 4 in the morning, 6 in the morning, then again at 12 o'clock, then again at 3 o'clock, then again at 9 o'clock. And I'm like, it's a system now. And I've been doing that probably for over 10 years. But it's still like, important that I keep like, even when I like when you post certain things, it'd be like right on time. I'd be like, okay. I'd be like, all right, well, you know what? I'm gonna start following people
That's what you got.
being they self.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, and like,
And you can't follow no like negative stuff.
yeah.
I don't follow no like people ask me like, "Yo, you seen that?"
Yeah,
Like,
me
nah, I ain't
too.
see
Yeah,
it.
I get it from them.
I don't follow those pages.
Right,
So I'm not gonna
right.
see it. The pages I follow is like Muslim brothers, Muslim
Right,
sisters,
right.
stuff like that. I don't
Yeah.
really see too much of the mess that we're going on.
Right, me either. I get it from them. I get it from people who be like, "Oh, you heard about it?" No, I ain't hear about that. Oh, you heard about even like the stuff that was going on. What was that in Palestine? Palestine. They was. I couldn't watch it. Yeah.
But you know how Instagram
They heightened.
they'll let you see it like if you click on it.
Yeah.
It'll tell you like before you click on it.
Yeah.
So you can click on it or you can scroll through.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, I had to get you to tell that dream. 'Cause that's crazy because another one of my homegirls had the same type of dream. I thought you was the one that said something about the water though.
She probably did because
She said
when I
something
had
about the water.
talked to you, you told me somebody else had just
Oh, so that was around
told
the same
you.
time?
Yeah, you told me somebody had just had a dream. We had a dream. We had a dream around the same
Around the
time.
same time.
Yeah, because you was like, yo, somebody just told me they had a dream about me just recently. So it was like whatever you was doing at that time, you probably had like a strong like awakening, where it was like, because like I was saying, it was like you was very wise, like it was like the feeling that I had got in the dream was like I was being led by somebody who was protecting me. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody who had already been, like a part of the world before. And you like, yeah, that's that. You like, I'm down here with you, but you like look up there and you see that thing right, that house up there, and I'm like, I've been living here all this time. I never seen that before. Yeah, he was in Cornhill, because I lived on the corner of of Edinburgh and Clarissa Street. I live in an apartment there, and I was, when you pointed, it was going towards, where the library at. It had turned into like a hill. It was like a hill, and it was like beautiful houses and stuff up there. And I'm like, I ain't never seen that before. Like he was like, as a matter of fact, you told me to keep looking. So I'm looking, and it just started forming, and I was like, oh my God, like, I've never seen this. And then Dax came and pulled up. He was like, said something. It was like a movie script. Like, he just came up and he was like, come on. It was like a little Camry. He pulled up. He like, yeah, da 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 da. And then he pulled off like a Damon Dash. It was crazy. But he said something though. It was like, I don't remember what he said. I wish I did. I wish I remember what he said. But it was a very powerful dream.
That's the universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta start back. I kind of fell back off of Instagram. Just trying to.
I do. I have to. I have to
But
fall
it's
back.
hard when you got a business.
Yes, exactly. Like, social media is so influential, and I be having to, like, sometimes brace myself, because you be thinking you're not on time, or you not on pace, or you gonna miss out on something. Like, they doing that. Let me hurry up and put this,
That's how it was.
So I had to, like, I be having to take my time on there. Like, yeah, let me get off of this, because this, whatever they doing, I don't know, what it took for them. I don't know how long they been doing this. If I'm
Why you not start like
doing
showing your
content.
Yeah.
I think about it. But it take like confidence to be vulnerable, because I'm pretty private. I don't really like people like too much in my.
I was like that too, but that's not the world we living in.
I know.
People want to know who you is.
Yeah.
People want to buy into your brand.
To you, yeah.
They want to know
Who you-
buying and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
How he is. Like,
Yeah.
Like people used to be like, yo, you a mystery, man. Like, what you?
No, seriously. And I think
I've always been like that.
there is a
pros and its cons
It's
to
pros and
that.
its cons to it. It is. It
But
is.
when we have brands,
Yeah.
people want to know about you.
Yeah.
Like, man,
Yeah.
do you eat cereal? Like, do you like? Are you human? They want to know your whole
Yo,
life
no,
story.
for real, they do, they do. But I mean, it's like I say, it's hard trying to even having to like keep up with the footage and stuff.
Not even that. I'm just saying, like, just record you going to get the hat,
Okay, okay,
doing the hats,
okay. Maybe I'll try
shipping
it.
the hats.
I got a little bit. I got a little. I started doing it in my stories though, so I would edit on a reel, save it, and then post it in my story. I won't put it out, to the mass.
I
And
think you should start putting it out sometime.
okay, I'll work on that for 25.
I tell everybody that.
Yeah, I'll work on that for 25. That's what I'll
But
do.
when they see this, they're gonna be like, oh, Tamiya.
Right, right. Because I haven't really been. This is important too. Like interviewing is.
I mean, I wouldn't say this an interview. I would say like we just kicking it.
We just kicking it.
Yeah, we just kicking it. I wouldn't say interview. Right?
Yeah, we just kicking it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Kicking it sound better than an interview.
It do. It do.
An interview is like sitting down and also.
When is the next drop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of that, it is probably. I am doing a drop though. Probably. I kind of like. That's another thing too. Is I be afraid to like put stuff out and not be able to produce. Like, yeah. So I just
Your
recently.
brand don't consist of that. It's like iconic pieces. Like it's one on one. So why would you try and make?
So example would be like I recently just posted that my website was coming out and it didn't really drop because I thought it was going to be something easy to do, but it's not.
Oh no, that's not.
Yeah, I didn't know.
We going through that right now.
Yeah.
I gotta get my minutes to get the website right. But yeah, that stuff ain't easy. Especially when you're doing it by yourself.
That's
You need a team.
you definitely need a team.
Like people that's good at that. Like, oh, you good at
You
websites?
good?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you good at
Production or you? Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. I'm good at
Yeah.
putting stuff together.
Right.
You really need a team.
You do,
I
and
used to be like,
I
man,
need that.
Ain't no team. Like when we had the stores, man, ain't no team. We made it this far.
Right.
Just us two.
Right. But then
Literally us two. Like me.
stuff start evolving.
Yeah, like. Or I went to jail and he had to run on his own. Now he in jail. I got that. I'm
Right.
like, damn, I see it now. Because when me and him used to always go back and forth, I used to be like, man, like, you think I could run this without you? Like, if you was yeah, I can.
Right.
Now I'm seeing it like,
Yeah.
this shit is work.
It's not easy. It's not easy at all. You got to be consistent, like,
Consistent and patient.
and patient. Definitely. Like you got to be, and you got to have.
More consistency though.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
consistency, I would say.
Yeah.
Because you could be forgot about tomorrow. If you know what I used to dislike though? Like when we had the store, we would drop something new. Say we drop something today. And tomorrow people will be coming in like, yo, when the new stuff drop, when the new, like, we just dropped this yesterday. What are you talking about? The new stuff, like,
Right.
So that really had us like thinking we had to keep new stuff
Yeah.
all the time.
Right.
And all we needed was, as
Right.
long as we had the originals in there, like the stuff that people wanted.
Right.
I feel like the originals was like how you come to the airport and get an I Love Rochester
Exactly.
shirt. Like, I feel like that's
Exactly.
how original
Right.
t-shirts and hoodies and hats.
Is that what they was looking for?
Yeah. That's,
Okay.
But we were so stuck on like the new.
Okay.
Like, new.
Yeah,
new.
yeah.
Like we'd do that, but then it's like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
We supposed to kept that stuff in there. That was always supposed to be in there when somebody come in like, yo, I seen this. And, oh yeah, let me get that. That's what people was really looking for.
Yeah. And that's when you do realize, like, you gotta go sometimes with what the people want, even though it's like, come on, like, this is not. I don't want to just brand myself in that area. Like, maybe I want to add purses or something like that. You know, like, but people like, nah, I just like you in with hats and hoodies. But you know, like the brand evolved from that.
Purses be fire for you though.
Yeah, but I'm not. Don't give me no ideas.
Why not?
Cause I'm working on
There's
something
nothing
right
we
now.
can't do.
I'm working on something right now.
Nothing is too far.
It's there, so maybe in a couple years we could think about purses.
Tomorrow
You never know. You're right. You're right. I'm not even gonna doubt that. I'm not gonna doubt nothing. Lately, stuff that I've been talking about, people that I mentioned, just been. So I'm like, I'm about to start. I just about to drop this $1 million check in my bank account tomorrow. You know, my business is booming. It's up. So I have to start changing my dialect when I'm talking to people. I don't want to have no more frivolous conversations about nothing no more, you know. Don't talk about other people's situations or you heard about. No, I genuinely don't
Yeah, you got to
care.
change the subject.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, how the kids doing?
Right. What's your next move, or you know? And I don't like that either.
What?
The people like ask me what I'm doing, cause I don't be asking people what they doing. Like I don't.
I mean, you a brand now. Though.
I know,
That
but
comes with it.
it's like that's like an interview. If you come,
Like if
somebody that I don't even know you like that, and you like asking
what if they
me.
want to buy something?
I don't have.
I might turn into a new customer. You can't be like that.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, you can't be like that.
I'm working on it.
Like, you might be giving the wrong person.
The cold shoulder or something. Yeah. I'm working on that.
You like, yo, what you got going? They might want to invest. They
Right.
want to buy something.
Right. That's true. I have had that. I have had that take place. Yeah. I'm working on it
Even
though.
if it's small talk, like,
Yeah.
I got this. And then you see they ain't talking about nothing, then okay.
See you later.
Yeah.
And that's usually, but I think that's where it came from, where the small talk, and it's nothing of it. So it's just like, I'm be trying to read the room or like feel the vibe out before, should I even express?
But living in Atlanta, like, did that make it easier for you? Like, as far as the brand? Like, was people gravitating towards you?
I didn't really promote it, because my customers are here, so.
So you didn't get no new customers out?
Yeah, I do now, and maybe people like that I work with, but as far as like people seeing it through marketing on social media, not really. And then I was using Etsy as one of my shops, and that's how I was getting people like overseas. Yeah. But as far as like Atlanta, like having a name, like, oh, that's like I do here, like some people, like I just talking to this guy, I've talked to this guy for like 2 weeks. He didn't even know my name. He was like, I just thought you was like iconic or something, like, you know, like.
He called you by your brand name.
Yeah, he didn't know my real name, but like, you know.
You know how many times I get that? What up, Fly High?
Right, I mean, Miss Iconic. I had this one girl, like, she was like really like excited to meet me, and I was just like, girl, it was really, it was crazy.
That's the impact.
Yeah, and that's, see, this is what I'm learning about myself. Is like, some people be looking for people to love them, but for me, I am learning to accept it from people. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like, I have like trust issues, so I don't really be like receiving it, you know. And I'm not like a mean person where I'm coming off crazy, but I'm kind of like skeptical.
I was like that too, though. The store made me
Okay, more
open
personable.
up
Okay,
more because I had to deal with the people. Though.
okay.
Kiko ain't in here. It's like shit. I got
Yeah,
to
yeah,
So I gotta come behind the counter. I gotta ask you how your day is. Oh, what's that?
yeah,
You know me, like
yeah.
I
Definitely.
really wasn't a people's person.
Right,
It's
right,
like, if I know
right,
you, you would know like how I
right.
am. But if you don't know me,
Yeah.
like, man, this nigga, fuck it. What's wrong with this? He's so airtight. So,
This man ain't saying a word.
the
Yeah.
store made me open
Okay.
up more.
Yeah.
It gave me that the confidence to
Okay.
be able to talk to people.
Yeah. Cause it's social. We came at a time of social media because it wasn't like we had to. Yo, here go my flyer. Here go my new brand. You automatically like when
Well, we was doing that when we first started.
I never did that.
We had like posters, putting them up around the
Yeah, I
city,
never.
flyers.
Yeah, I
We
never
did all
did that. I never did that. That's something I always wanted to do. Cause shit, people literally signs everywhere. You're gonna see a picture here and a picture there. I done seen people stuff in Atlanta, like, oh, that's such and such. Literally a sticker that's just sitting somewhere. I'm like, oh, that's such and such brand. I never did that. When we started rather, Anisha they had the rock awards or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And she was cool with KD, so we got a table. And all I had was just 30 t-shirts with Grace Jones on it that said iconic. And it was a nice t-shirt. And Kill Pretty came to the table and he like, what you got? And I'm telling him what I got. He like, you don't got no Instagram? I'm like, no, I don't even really know what that is. He stood there until I made the Instagram page. So shout out to Kill Pretty because he made sure I made an Instagram page. Like he stood there until I made it. I didn't really know about that.
You didn't even have your own personal one?
No. Oh yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had a personal one, but I didn't know like to make it for a brand. He was like, yeah, you gotta have that. And then what's his name? Ron and Man and Nick. He's the first person. He's the first. I get. Because nobody was really.
He bought it at the Rock Award?
No, what happened was he was there. Nobody was really buying it, so I gave it to him. I was like, he was about to walk up, and I was like, here, you can have it or whatever. And he posted it. So I didn't know how it worked though. Like I didn't know you could share it and all that other stuff. So he posted it and then he tagged me, and I'm like, I don't really know. I really don't know how this worked, but I'm just gonna repost it. I reposted it, and then everybody started doing it after he did it. The people who had a T-shirt too, that I gave the shirts away to, they started posting it, and I'm like, oh, this is how this works. So yeah, he was the very first person to post it on Instagram. So he definitely get love for that, for sure. Yeah, shouts out to Ron. Yeah.
How much time?
1 minute.
Oh, it's over.